Okay, so this is the third video in the series. I lied to you and I definitely talked the whole way last video, and it was longer than the first video, but I hope it was helpful to demonstrate some of the things that ChatGPT can do. All right, so in this video, I'm going to move beyond this idea phase and have it generate, hopefully, an assignment. So there's a couple different things I'll need for an assignment. I will need steps, a prompt, just things that students will need. I'll need a rubric that might be in a separate video. So let's just get into it. So let's keep it simple this time. Now, obviously, at this step along the way, as a teacher, I could take these ideas and spend some time in Google Docs or Microsoft Word and make this assignment, right? Writing the prompts, the expectations, all of those things, the due dates, and I'll have to do some of that anyway. But ChatGPT can really be helpful in taking a bunch of ideas and simplifying them or condensing them into an assignment that I would give my students. Okay, so let's go with all of these ideas. I need to make an assignment for the students. Can you generate directions for the kids? Directions. Can you generate directions? Why? Let's just keep it simple and see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. And there we go. It has a title. It has an objective, which we could make into a learning standard. Or I'm sorry, it's going too quick. Tasks: read The Catcher in the Rye, choose a group of 4 students, assign roles within the group, prepare for mock trial, research evidence, blah, blah, blah. So this is a good overview, right? Now, it doesn't fit my style of I'm not going to just copy and paste this into Google Docs and press print, but it is at least good to help me conceptualize how this assignment would work. Oh, look at it. It even did grading, which I'm actually not I don't have a problem too much immediately. Write a reflective essay, which I really appreciated that it even considered, because I did ask it about writing standards, right? I asked it to incorporate that, and it remembered that, and it incorporated a writing standard or writing assignment into the project itself. So deadline, obviously, insert due date. Cool. And it tells you itself. It's just an example, right? Feel free to modify. And you should, right? You should just take these ideas and modify whenever you're making an assignment in ChatGPT or a writing prompt or anything. It is a step along the way, and it should always be considered as a draft, something that you can and should always modify and review. And we'll talk about that in a future video, why it's important to really carefully review what ChatGPT is telling you sometimes. But it all looks pretty good. But please revise. I want a section that gives background and context. I would like more. Let's say I don't know. I think it's actually pretty good, but sometimes I like to say I would like more student friendly / condensed. Not condensed. Sometimes I ask it to condense its language or be more brief, but I think it's okay. Here, I would like to be more. I would like more student friendly directions. Actually, I'm going to ask with more detail. Specificity. Let's see what happens. And I'm going to stop there for 1 second as I misspell specificity and say that this is a vital part of having conversations with ChatGPT, is taking what it gave you and understanding it, and then telling it what you need or how you would like it to be changed. It will change the same thing as many times as you ask it to. So if it's giving you a prompt, an essay prompt, and you don't like it, and you ask it to give it a different version of it, it will do it. And then it'll do it again and then again. Now, you're wasting time at some point if you could just copy and paste it and revise it yourself. But if you're looking for different versions or different ways it could look, and yeah, it will happen instantly. So in this case, I want a different section. I would like more student-friendly directions. Get rid of the grading for now. And you know what I would like? I'm going to, even though it's not, create focus correction areas for the writing task. English teachers will know what I'm talking about, or humanities teachers. Let's see what happens. Yeah, there we go. It gives the background and context like I asked it. Okay, it gives me the tasks. They're slightly different. Yep, they're slightly different. They're more detailed. Okay. Now, as I'm thinking about this might be a multi-day project. So I could easily, hopefully, you can see how I could ask ChatGPT what the really, I'm going to need more information about number 5, right? I'm going to need more information about number 4 and number 5. And I think I could use ChatGPT to give me just that. All right. Deadline. Yep. Same thing. Focus correction areas, use of textual evidence, clear and concise writing, organization. Now, let's see. Let me show you why I asked for focus correction areas. And I wanted to see what happened. What do you know about FCA's, focus correction areas? Let's see. Hey, look at it knows about focus correction areas. Now, if you are an humanities teacher at Drury, you know about focus correction areas, but or you should. But I just wanted to demonstrate that this is a specific kind of knowledge and a specific kind of writing that we incorporate that ChatGPT is familiar with. And it's familiar with like the Collins writing method. It's familiar with literally all of the major ideas in education, whether it's Socratic seminars, whether it's specific kinds of writing, whether it is a certain kind of approach to mathematics. It is familiar with almost everything. So it can summarize ideas and concepts for you. So if you're sitting in a faculty meeting one day and they're talking about some idea, you could Google it, and you're not familiar with it or you forgot what they're talking about, or you could jump onto ChatGPT and it could summarize it for you in one paragraph if you asked it, and then it could give you some examples. All right, so cool. Thanks. I just need 3 FCAs for this assignment. And because remember, we got off topic in this discussion, but it remembers the assignment. All right, now it got like wordy, but it's not bad. I'm going to keep it. All right, I could ask it to be more concise, but I might want this, and then I'll take the information. I'll condense it later on. Okay, so what did we do in this video? We took the ideas that it gave me last time. We started with a brainstorming list. We took one idea and ran with it and expanded on this. All these things I should print out or copy and paste into Google Docs and just have and pour over. Last video, it considered the pros and cons, all those things. So we went with it. It created an assignment. It created a task list. And it gave me all of the things that I would need to get started on creating a simple assignment that I could publish on Canvas or print out and give to the kids. I demonstrated that it's possible to revise things and change things and add things depending on what I ask of it. And it did just that. And it demonstrated that it has knowledge of certain certain educational skills or background knowledge that we all have or we should have, and it knows those things too, and it can incorporate those ideas into assignments that we ask of it. And finally, just one last thing is in terms of expanding ideas, I really, really encourage you to use ChatGPT to expand on things it gives you, because it can really explore and help you understand how to do something or what something is. So as I said, I'm a little worried about, I think we need a little bit more information about the mock trial. Okay, so I think we need a separate assignment for the actual mock trial aspect. I'm a little unsure of how to direct students. Can you craft a first draft of what I could give my students so they're clear on their roles and expectations during the actual trial? Let's see what happens. So what did I do? There was a part of the lesson that I still needed some additional help with, some additional clarification. Yes, I spelled separate wrong. No, I don't care. And we are going here. So it's a different assignment, right? It's the trial activity itself. And it's pretty darn thorough. So this is really cool. And you could do this for anything. And it just keeps giving you as much information as you ask it. And for the probably 15th time, if I wasn't talking during this is something to consider in these longer videos. If I wasn't talking and narrating and I was just in my room doing this would take 5 minutes at this point. All right. The fast as you can type, it'll give you information even faster. So after 5 to 10 minutes, I went from nothing to so much that, I feel that if I effectively use ChatGPT in a unit that I'm even more familiar with, I could really have some great ideas to work with. And hopefully you can see the use of this in creating an assignment.